Hello family, happy Friday afternoon. This is a surprise love stream coming to you. I just wanted to come quickly and give you a quick update, just to kind of navigate through this coming week. Not much is happening, but there is a lot in the background. So quickly, shortly, updating, talking about it. Let's see what's going on. Here we are with the chart, and here I am. Hello family. So, why did I want to come at you? Because there is an interesting process happening today and tomorrow. As you can see on the chart, we have, let me take the volume a bit down of the music. I'm not expecting many of you to join me at this time of the day. So I'm just kind of enjoy it in your free time later on, and hopefully everyone's gonna have a beautiful Friday and a good weekend ahead. So what you can see on the chart is that at your 3 o'clock here and at your 9 o'clock, the moon nodes move to the 5th degree of Taurus. So we are now in the final first 5 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio. Now, as the moon nodes are on 5 degrees Scorpio Taurus, let me take it a bit lower again. Good. As the moon nodes on 5 degrees Scorpio Taurus, the sun over here is on the, now you can see my mouse. So here is the south node in Scorpio, 5 degrees 51 minutes. North node, 5 degrees 51 minutes of Taurus. The sun is on 5th degree of Pisces, 11 minutes. Venus is on 4th degree, 36 minutes. And what's going to happen into tomorrow morning is that the sun is going to come to an exact alignment with the moon nodes. The moon, which is now on the 26th degree of Aries, is gonna enter Taurus in a few hours from now, approximately, what's the time now? 1 o'clock, around 7, 8 o'clock this evening, the moon will go into Taurus. And as the moon will come to Taurus, it will be exact the time where the sun is going to align with the nodes and Venus is gonna move to the 5th degree. So we have an interesting game here. And if I'm gonna move it to the time it's going to happen, then here is the sun. Here is the sun here on your 8 o'clock, 5 degrees 51 minutes Pisces. This is tomorrow 5 a.m. okay, so tomorrow early morning. So we are in it today into tomorrow. The sun here on the 5th degree 51 minutes of Pisces is trining the south node in Scorpio, 5 degrees 51 minutes, and it's sextile the north node in Taurus, 5 degrees 51 minutes at your 6 o'clock, and the moon is together with it. So the sun and the moon, the most personal planets, the radiant light, the soul expression, and the feeling, emotional, feminine aspect of us, both of them are sitting exactly on the 5th degree of Pisces, Taurus, and aligning together with the nodes. And Venus is on the 5th degree 26 minutes. So all this is Venus rules Taurus. So to have the moon together with the north node on the 5th degree, and Venus on the 5th degree of Aries, and the sun on the 5th degree of Pisces, and all of them playing with the moon nodes, we have a game here. Now remember, Venus rules the north node in Taurus, Pluto rules the south node of Scorpio. And as Venus is now in Aries, she's making her way towards Jupiter and Chiron. This is going to happen next week. And Pluto is on the final degree of Capricorn. So other than that, there's not a lot going on this week until the end of February, until beginning of March. When we enter March, we're having a lot of actions, a lot of shifts, a lot of things are kicking into high gear, as we said over the last few months. But this week is kind of a relatively quiet week that is kind of allowing us to gather our thoughts, to kind of sit with things, to meditate, to reflect, to not. So what is this thing with the moon nodes and the sun and the moon? We in graduation. Saturn is gonna enter the 29th degree of Aquarius as well by Sunday. And so in this graduation, we are walking on a high cliff. Every step is important. Every decision we make right now is important. Every action we make right now is important. Because if you do a mistake along the way in the path of learning, that's okay. You did a mistake, you've been told off, you learn, you fix your way, you move on. When you come to this final exam, this graduation, there is no room to do those mistakes. And so the South Node in Scorpio is kind of like where we came from, how we used to look at things, how we used to want things. And South Node in Scorpio is like, I want intensity, I want extreme, I want pleasures, I want orgasm, I want transcendence, I want transformation, but I want it now, quick scheme of making money, for example. I want to buy a shitcoin that will go in the next 2 days 10x, and I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna go to the casino and try to win. I'm gonna put all my money on the lottery because there's a big lottery draw tomorrow and I might become a millionaire. That's a Scorpio, and that's what we don't want to do. But the trine of the sign to the South Node, it kind of, Pluto on the end of Capricorn, for the first time on the 29 degrees since 1777, 250 years ago, 248 years ago. And so this is kind of like, we don't, and it's in Capricorn, so we have to really have due diligence and be mature about it and make sure that we really kind of, it's karmic. Pluto is karma, Scorpio is karma, and Capricorn is karma. And Pluto and Scorpio is kind of highlighting our shadow aspects, fears or pain or trauma. So it kind of, it could bring up the shadow and the shadowy aspects of ourselves, or the shadowy desires, or the shadowy what we want. But it's not coming in order to guide us how to act. It's coming to show us where we've come from, how we used to do it, how we used to process it, how we used to act, so we can identify it and change our way according to the North Node in Taurus, which is slow and steady, only what's valuable. Don't go with Scorpio quick rush. No. Don't act intensely. Don't act extreme. Don't make extreme changes in your life now because you want things to change, because you can't take it anymore. That's the mistake. Because a lot of people are feeling exhausted, tired. Pluto is at the end of Capricorn. It's been a long, tough, hard work journey in Capricorn of Pluto since 2008. And so when it comes to the 29 degree of Capricorn, it's kind of like you are sitting now in your final exams, but you are naked. You are exhausted. You've been studying for this degree for years. You've been doing all that work, but this is the moment where you have to kind of show up. And even though you're tired and exhausted, don't do the mistakes. Don't do the quick thinking. Don't do the quick actions. Don't act upon your shadows. Don't act upon your greediness. Don't act upon your trauma. Don't act upon your fear. Don't look at the world and think that's it, we're all doom and gloom, right? And also remember that as this Pluto is at the end of Capricorn, and as Saturn comes to the end of Aquarius, which when Saturn hits the 29 degree of Aquarius, it hasn't been there for 30 years. So this is another big cycle, okay? Now, with the big journey at your 7 o'clock down here, of Jupiter approaching Chiron. Jupiter is our belief. It's our beliefs. It's our philosophy of life, and it's in Aries. It's like, I have my philosophy. I have my belief. I have my way of living life and what I believe that life is about. And Venus comes into Aries, and Venus is in Aries now, approaching Jupiter. And Venus in Aries can be fiery. It's like, I want to be happy now. I am tired, I'm exhausted, I had enough of it, the world is scary, the world is fearful, the world is doom and gloom, everything is so negative, everything is so dark, I need some relief, I need some quick fix. I'm gonna do the South Node in Scorpio, I'm gonna do the Pluto at the end of Capricorn, and I'm gonna do something silly, something stupid that will injure me in the long term. No, we don't wanna do that. We wanna be aware of that. We wanna, as much with all the tired, exhausted energy, we want to kind of do the North Node in Taurus. Take it easy, take it slow, do the work day by day. Know that in the long term things will change, in the long term things will become better, but invest your energy in your quality of life in the present moment what you can. Don't look for the quick high. Get your high in in a down-to-earth way, Taurus. Get your high through simple pleasures, Taurus, simplicity. Scorpio is complicated, Taurus is simple. Good food, lots of water, take care of your body, have a good sleep, exercise, yoga, stretches, meditation. These are the things you can do to bring you into the present moment. And when your little inner self go into fear mode or scared mode or dark mode or shadow mode, you come and you parent that inner child, and it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna take steps. First of all, what do we need today? What can I change today? Let me drink lots of water. Let me have a good food. Let me have a good sleep. Let me take care of my physical body, Taurus. Let me gain pleasures through my connections, through my family, through my friends. Let me connect with the people that I love, people that love me. Let me gain that sense of satisfaction, pleasure, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. Let me get it from there. Go for a walk, exercise, and know that in the background we're in a massive graduation. It's 1:11 now as I look at the clock, so there's validation here. We're in massive graduation, so think again, like I said in the last love stream, we're walking like the mountain goat. And it's like, don't make any rush steps, because you try to rush it up, you try to get ahead quicker, and you might fall down, you might slip, you might do something you shouldn't do that can actually injure your progress in the long term. Just step by step, pay attention to the shadows, notice them, and then parent them. Your fear is coming up, then bring love into it. Say it's okay, everything's gonna be okay. I had a few private sessions lately with people that are experiencing exactly this process with the Jupiter approaching Chiron, that they feel like I'm exhausted from dealing with this trauma. I'm exhausted from dealing with this shadow. I'm stuck. Things, I just can't seem to break through it. It just keeps on playing with me. And so the empowering message for you all is, if you're facing that, is that it's actually good, because you're on the verge of a breakthrough. And so it's really coming up to the surface to really show us what it is, so we will really identify it, and we will work on it, heal it, shift it. So the next week is going to be interesting, but pay attention today, tonight, tomorrow, as we have this kind of like the moon nodes with the sun, with the moon, with Venus. It's kind of like, don't go into the fears, don't go into the shadows, and don't go into quick fix things. Just do things slow and steady. Just do things kind of like work on yourself. Notice how your body feels. You feel anxiety, deep breath, drink water, ground yourself, go for a walk in nature. And when Venus is in Aries, like, just notice what she wants, notice it, but don't act impulsively, just in a way. Venus, Jupiter, Chiron in Aries is kind of impulsive. It's kind of, I believe it should be this way, I want to feel that way, I want to do that, I want to achieve that, I want to get that. And then Pluto and Saturn at the end of Capricorn, Aquarius are kind of like holding us. Be mature, be grown up, be responsible, take it slowly, think about every step you take, don't act just. And also the other thing is that, Mars is now on the 17th degree, which is the Venus eclipse of 2012. And so things coming from 2012 that relate to now. That's one thing. The other thing is that Mercury is coming towards Saturn here at your 9 o'clock, and Sun and Neptune are in Pisces. So, the fact that Venus, Jupiter, Chiron in Aries, it's that rush, impulsive, quick, kind of, I want to fix things, I want to change things based on what I know. If we will do those mistakes when Jupiter hits Chiron and when Venus comes to Chiron, we feel like, we wounded ourselves again. We harmed ourselves. We've done wrong by ourselves based on what we thought was right. So take a step back, because the mind is not in the best place. Mars in Gemini is also like kind of like Mars rules Aries. So as these guys are in Aries, Mars is in Gemini, the mind is looking everywhere for answers, for solution, want to figure it all out, want to understand what's going on, because there's a big process in the background. But then Pisces season is like, surrender to it all and chill. Let things flow in their own divine way, and let Spirit show you what it's about. Let Spirit show you where it's going. Take it easy, okay? Listen to Spirit, but don't let your mind over confuse you, okay? So this is kind of in general what I wanted to come to you today, of kind of observing this process of the nodes with the Sun and the Moon and Venus, while we have the Pluto at the end of Capricorn, Saturn at the end of Aquarius, and the party in Aries is getting stronger and stronger. So as I move through the days, as Venus comes into Jupiter, overall it's good, they are benefics, right? Venus and Jupiter, they are the benefic planets. Venus, pleasures, love, abundance, quality of life, good things, good experience, happiness. Jupiter is more, is rewards, is beneficial, right? So as they come together, this is on next Thursday. I'll be with you on the love stream next Thursday, as we approach the full moon in Virgo. But I will talk about it next Thursday. But this is coming next Friday. Venus with Jupiter and Chiron. So we're gonna talk a lot about that next Thursday. But pay attention this week because it's the build up to that, right? So things suddenly shift. This is kind of Aries. Suddenly things change. Suddenly things shift. And by then, Mercury is with Saturn at the end of Aquarius, and everything is in this finalization, okay? So this week, take it easy. Don't act upon impulsive thing that you think that they are right, and just take a step back and observe, why do I feel that I need to do that? Why? Where is this coming from? What is that feeling? It's kind of like we are watching the shadows, we are entertained by the shadows, but not in order to act upon them, but in order to understand them better. And then comes next weekend, and Venus, Jupiter, Chiron, and comes this healing, these realizations, these shifts, these kind of things click. So I hope it helped you. I wish everyone a beautiful week, and reminding you, if you want to join me, I'll be on Tuesday 7 p.m. I'll be at Here Yoga doing the sound healing. And if I look at the astrology of this coming Tuesday, here it is. So this coming Tuesday, when I'll be at Here Yoga, the moon will be with Mars in Gemini. So we will try to kind of feel, understand, identify, make sense of how we're feeling about what we need to change. Saturn at the end of Aquarius, Mercury is approaching it, Pluto at the end of a Capricorn, Venus, Jupiter, Chiron are really close together. So this coming Tuesday meditation at Here Yoga would be very beneficial to still the mind, because it's going to be busy, active, potentially. Still the mind, find meditative stillness, and really kind of feel what is happening, what is going on, what is healing, what is Spirit showing you. And just take it easy, be easy on yourself, and listen to your body. North Node in Taurus, slow and steady wins the race. Listen to your body. Just don't worry about the world and everything. Just worry about your world. Worry about the vibration you create. So there's the South Node in Scorpio, the fear and the death and rebirth and the transformation and all that kind of doom and gloom. And then there's the North Node in Taurus, your life, your reality, your present day, your present moment, your body, your relationships. Take care of them. Bring love into them. Bring love into you. Bring love into your relationships. Bring love into your food, into your water, into your exercise, into your breath. And there you will find safety, you will find stability, you will find security, and you will be in essential vibration that is ready for this shift that is coming in March, okay? So take it easy, family. Be gentle on yourself. I'm sending you lots of love. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. So lots of love to you all. Have a great weekend.